Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're not already subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on post notifications so that you never miss a video. Today, I'm going to be talking about going to an Ivy League school. There's been a lot of talks about whether or not people should get their master's or their bachelor's degrees at an Ivy League school in my comments, so I thought, why not make a video about it? So that's what we're going to be talking about today. So make sure you stick around and watch the entire video. So, should you get your degree at an Ivy League institution? As you guys know, I have not attended any Ivy League schools. My first school was a private, PWI, and then my second university was an HBCU, another private institution that was very, very small. So I do not personally have educational experience with an Ivy League school. However, I did work at Yale University for a certain small portion of my career, and I thought about attending Yale for their Master's in Public Health program. Ultimately, I didn't because I didn't love the curriculum, and that's how I ended up at Charles Roger University. Now, I feel like there's three main things I want to cover in this video, and the first one is, why do you want to go to an Ivy League? I think that's the most important question that you should ask yourself is, what is your intentions? Do you want to go for the networking? Do you want to go for the prestige? Do you want to go because you truly believe that it's going to make a difference in your success? Like, why do you want to go? Sometimes I think that we get so lost in the shuffle of what society depicts as the right decision that we end up thinking that that's what we truly want for ourselves. Ivy League schools have this year-long, decades-long, century-long view of excellence, of prestige, of better than. And I think a lot of times that's why people want to go to an Ivy League school, because they believe that attending an Ivy League school is the surefire way to be successful. Now, we know that's not true. I know plenty of people who have Ivy League degrees that aren't successful. People who went to Ivy Leagues that don't even use their degree, that are swimming in debt, that are still trying to figure out their career, that have completely shifted careers that have nothing to do with the degree that they got. Now, at an Ivy League school, I do think that they employ some of the greatest professors, some of the greatest educators. I saw a video on YouTube the other day of this woman at Harvard teaching like a law class or something, and I was captivated. It wasn't a law class, it was a business and MBA class at Harvard. I was so captivated by her lecture that I thought, maybe I should get my MBA. Obviously, I'm not gonna do that. But I understand that part in thinking that when you go to an Ivy League, you get the best form of education. Now, there's a higher probability that there are amazing professors at these institutions, but small institutions have amazing professors as well. On my channel, I talk so highly of the professors that I had in my master's program, two of which are also professors at UCLA. So I don't think just because you go to an Ivy League school means you're gonna get the best professors in the world, because there are great professors everywhere. And that's why there's websites that you can go to, like ratemyprofessor.com. If you're in your undergrad or you're pursuing your graduate degree, make sure you look up these professors for the schools that you're thinking of applying to and the classes that you're thinking of taking, and see what other students think about these professors. Now, at the end of this video, I'm gonna tell you what I actually think, but I just wanna give you some introductory information to making your decision. The second thing is that Ivy League schools are very expensive, and I don't necessarily think that you need to have an Ivy League education to be successful, which is the third point. An Ivy League degree doesn't necessarily mean that you are going to be successful. One of the greatest things about attending an Ivy League school is the network, but your network doesn't work on its own. You have to work the network. You have to network with people, you have to make conversations, calls, emails, go to events, create relationships with people in order to make your network be of any benefit to you. And I think whether you go to an Ivy League school or you go to a private school or you go to community college, no matter what, you have to do the same thing. You still have to work hard. You still have to work your network. You still have to build relationships. Now, at Ivy League schools, they may open more prestigious connections, as people like to think, or prestigious doors. For example, working for like a Goldman Sachs or a Bloomberg or any of these top 5 private equity firms, or even entering like the Big 5 consulting world. A lot of people believe that the title of your university opens the door for you sooner or quicker. That might be true, but I went to I worked at companies with people who have gone to Harvard, who have gone to Columbia, who have been to Johns Hopkins, who, you know, went to Wharton for their MBA. And I went to the University of New Haven, and you're my colleague. There's no guarantee that an Ivy League school is going to do anything different for you than what a private school, private small institution such as the University of New Haven would do for you. So overall for me, I think it doesn't matter. I think it matters less about where you go to school than what you do with your education. I think that's what matters, what you do with your degree. I have some amazing connections with amazing people, and it has nothing to do with the school that I went to. It has to do with me, my personality, and my ability to work my network, to build a community with people on YouTube or LinkedIn or Instagram. It has absolutely nothing to do with my undergraduate degree. So the main things you should ask yourself when wanting to pursue an education from an Ivy League is, why do you want to go to an Ivy League school? Is the cost really worth it for you? Are you the kind of person that's going to utilize that network if you do go to an Ivy League? I think before you just decide that it's the best thing for you, you should really look into why you want to actually go to an Ivy League. I know this video was short, but I think you get the point. My book comes out actually in January 2022, and I talk a lot about Ivy League schools and the history of what college means. So make sure you subscribe to my channel so you know when pre-order dates come out. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Until next time, bye.